In this video, we'll be learning the first part of chapter 11, which is surface area of a right circular cone in chapter surface areas and volumes of class 9 CBSE. We'll also be solving the exercise 11.1 questions. The first part is to understand what is curved surface area of a right circular cone. In this chapter, whenever we refer to cone, that means it's a right circular cone. Let's understand what is a right circular cone. So a cone that is formed by revolving a right angle triangle. To understand better, let's take a look at the triangle here. So here this is a right angle. This is at 90 degrees. Now if I were to take this right angle triangle and revolve it around its axis, then I would end up with a cone that looks like this, whose base is circular. So this kind of a cone is called a right circular cone. A two-dimensional image of this right circular cone can be seen here. So the length that we are seeing here, this is L, which is also called as a slant height, and the radius is nothing but the base of the right angle triangle, and height is the height of the triangle, that is the height from the center of the cone to the base. Now how to find the curved surface area? Curved surface area is nothing but the whole surface area present on this curve of the cone. How do we find it? So starting with the triangle, we know that the area of the triangle is half base into height. So when I was revolving this triangle like this, the area of the curved portion will be sum of the areas of all triangles. So area of the triangle is half into base into height. However, in this case, the base that we have is a circle. So the base will be the circumference of the circle itself. So I can write it as 2 pi r, which is the perimeter of the base because it's a circle. Now putting this 2 pi r in the formula, I can write half into 2 pi r into L. Here 2 and 2 get cancelled. So the curved surface area formula is pi r L. Now that we have determined how to find curved surface area of a right circular cone, let's try to understand what is total surface area. So we know that curved surface area is pi rl, but total surface area will also include its base, which is a circle. We need to include the area of the base along with the area of the curved surface. So this whole thing will give us the total surface area. So I can write total surface area as pi rl, that is the curved surface area, plus area of the circle, because the base is circle. We know that the area of circle is pi r square. So I can write it as pi r into L plus r after taking pi r as common. Apart from the curved surface area and total surface area, we also need to learn how to find the slant height of a cone. Slant height can be found by using Pythagoras theorem, because I know that this is a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, I can write the square of the hypotenuse is equal to square of the opposite plus square of the adjacent. So I can write L square equals to h square plus r square, where h is the height of the triangle and r is the radius here. So L equals to square root of h square plus r square will give me the formula for slant height. Let us start solving exercise 11.1 questions now that we have understood the concept of curved surface area and total surface area of a right circular cone, or here we call it just a cone. First question says diameter of a base cone is 10.5 centimeters, slant height is 10 centimeters. Find the curved surface area. Given to us are the diameter 10.5 centimeters, slant height L 10 centimeters. I know that the formula of curved surface area is pi r L. So I can substitute the value of pi r and L in the formula. Before that, I need to find radius from the given diameter. Radius is diameter by 2, which is 10.5 by 2, which is 5.25. Upon substituting these values and taking pi as 22 by 7, I get 22 by 7 into 10 into 5.25 centimeter square, which is nothing but 22 into 52.5 by 7, which is 1155 by 7, which is 165 centimeter square. Second question asks us to find the total surface area of a cone if the slant height is 21 meters and diameter of its base is 24 meters. So we are given L as 21 meters and D diameter as 24 meters. So finding the radius again from the diameter gives me 24 by 2, which is 12 meters. Now I know that the formula for total surface area is pi r into L plus r. Substituting these values gives me 22 by 7 into 12 into 21 plus 12. That is 22 into 12 into 33 by 7, which is 8712 by 7. which is 1244.6 meters square. In the third question, we are given curved surface area of a cone as 308 centimeters square and slant height is 14 centimeters. We have to find the radius of the base as well as the total surface area. So we know that curved surface area is 308 centimeters square, slant height is 14 centimeter. Pi RL, that is curved surface area, I can equate it to 308 centimeter square. Now substituting the value of L and pi here, in order to find R, I can write it as 22 by 7 into R into 14 equals to 308 centimeter square. Now in order to find R, I am sending 14 here, that goes into the denominator, and 22 by 7 becomes 7 by 22. So I can write 7 ones are 7 twos are, and 2 ones are 2 15s are, 2 4s are, and again I can write 2 11s are, 2 7s are 14, and 2 7s are 14, and 11 ones are 11 7s are. So I get 7 centimeters as my radius. So I have solved the first question. The second question is total surface area of the cone. Formula is pi r into L plus r. Substituting the r value and given L value and pi as 22 by 7, I can cancel 7 and 7. I am left with 22 into 21, which gives me 462 centimeters square. In the fourth question, it says a conical tent is 10 meters high and the radius of its base is 24 meters. Find the slant height of the tent and the cost of the canvas to make the tent if 1 meter square costs 70 rupees. So let's find the slant height of the tent first. So we are given R as 24 and H as 10, both are in meters. Now finding L, I can use the formula L equals to R square plus H square. Substituting R as 24 and H as 10, I get 576 plus 100, which is 676, and square root of 676 is 26 meters. So that is the value for L. Now the second one is asking us to find the cost of the canvas to make the tent. For that I need to find the curved surface area of the tent first, which is given by the formula pi into R into L. Upon substituting the value of L that I got, I get this curved surface area as 1961.1 meter square. Now I know that cost of making 1 meter square is 70 rupees, but I have to find the cost for making 1961.1 meter square. I just need to multiply 70 into 1961.1, which gives me rupees 1,37,280 as my answer. In fifth question, I am asked to find the length of tarpaulin of 3 meters wide that will be required to make a conical tent of height 8 meters and base radius 6 meters. We need to assume extra length of 20 centimeters for margins, wastage and cutting, and I need to use the value of pi as 3.14. So in order to find the length of the tarpaulin, first we need to find the curved surface area, that is the area of the tarpaulin required, and from that I can find the length. In order to do that, let me find curved surface area as pi RL, and substituting R as 6 meters and H as 8 meters, I need to find the value of L first, which is square root 6 square plus 8 square, which is square root 100, which is 10 meters. Now I have the value of R and L. I am finding the curved surface area by taking pi as 3.14. R is 6 and L as 10 gives me 188.4 meters square. Now I know that the curved surface area is 188.4 meters square, which is equal to the area of the tarpaulin that's required. Now area of the tarpaulin, considering that they have given as width, let's say it's a rectangle. So length into breadth should be equal to 188.4 meters square. So substituting that, I can find the value of the length, which is 62.8 meters. But remember, we also have to consider extra 20 centimeters, which is nothing but 0.2 meters. Now on adding this, the total length will become 63 meters. Let's take a look at the sixth question. The slant height and base diameter of a conical dome are 25 meters and 14 meters. Find the cost of whitewashing its curved surface at the rate of 210 per 100 meters square. Now I have been given the slant height and the diameter. Finding the radius from the diameter, I get the radius as 7 meters. In order to find the cost of whitewashing for the curved surface, I need to find the curved surface area first. So curved surface area is pi RL. Substituting the values, I get 22 by 7 into 7 into 25, 7 and 7, and 22 into 25 gives me 550 meters square. That's the curved surface area of the conical dome. Now I know that cost of whitewashing per meter square can be found by dividing 210 by 100, because 210 is the cost per 100 meter square. So the answer is 2.1 rupees per meter square. I need to find the cost of whitewashing for 550 meter square, which is 2.1 into 550, which is rupees 1155. Seventh question. A joker's cap is in the form of a right circular cone of base radius 7 centimeters and height 24 centimeters. Find the area of the sheet that is required to make 10 caps. Now, in order to find the area required to make 10 caps, I need to find the area that is required to make 1 cap first. That is nothing but the curved surface area. Curved surface area is pi into r into L. I have r as 7 centimeters and height as 24 centimeters. From this, I can find L as square root r square plus h square, which is 7 square plus 24 square, which is 49 plus 576, which is square root 625. So the L value is 25 centimeters. Now substituting this and finding the curved surface area of 1 cap, I get 22 by 7 into 7 into 25. 7 and 7 get cancelled. 22 into 25 gives me 550 centimeter square. For 1 cap, I need 550 centimeter square. So for 10 caps, I'll need 10 into 550 centimeters, which is 5500 centimeter square. In the last question of exercise 11.1, that is the 8th question, it is given that a barricade is made using 50 hollow cones. Each cone has a base diameter 40 centimeters and a height of 1 meter. Now cost of painting is rupees 12 per meter square. What is the cost of painting all cones? So I need to find the cost of painting for 1 cone first and then multiply it by 50. Given to me are pi as 3.14 and square root of 1.04 as 1.02. Now from the given diameter, let me find radius as d by 2, which is 20 centimeters. Because rest of the dimensions are given in meters, I am converting this into meters as well, which is 0.2 meters. Height is 1 meter. Now let me find the curved surface area, which is pi RL. However, I need the value of L for it. So finding L from square root r square plus h square, I get square root of 1.04. The value for this is given in the question as 1.02. So 1.02 meters is the slant height. Now finding curved surface area, taking pi as 3.14 and radius as 0.2 and slant height as 1.02, I get 0.64 meter square. Now curved surface area for 50 cones will be 50 into 0.64, which is 32.03 meters square. We were given that it costs 12 rupees per meter square in order to paint. In order to multiply all the cones, I need to multiply 12 with 32.03 meters square, which gives me rupees 384.34. With this, we have come to an end to 11.1 of chapter 11.